Have you ever wondered what happens when the man who saved the MCU returns to destroy it? Forget Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. isn't here for redemption. He's here as Victor Von Doom. This isn't just an evil Iron Man variant. Doom is a monarch and a sorcerer who has been the apex predator of Marvel for 60 years. He doesn't want to snap away life. He wants to own it. Here is your survival guide for Avengers Doomsday. If the Avengers aren't ready for his ambition, they've already lost. In the MCU, we have a comfortable divide. Science heroes like Stark and magic heroes like Strange. Victor Von Doom destroys that boundary. He is the master of both worlds, possessing a genius-level intellect that rivals Reed Richards and a mastery of the dark arts that challenges the Sorcerer Supreme. Imagine an armor forged in the fires of Latveria, built with Stark-level processing power, but shielded by ancient eldritch spells that even the Cloak of Levitation couldn't decipher. The Avengers are about to face an enemy who can hack their satellite systems and curse their immortal souls in the exact same heartbeat. He doesn't see magic as a mystery. He sees it as another equation to be solved. But as terrifying as his arsenal is, his true power comes from a deeply scarred, pathological obsession with his own image. That iconic metal mask is a monument to the world's largest and most fragile ego. In the comics, Victor's face was damaged in a laboratory accident, a failure he blamed on everyone but himself. To a narcissist like Doom, even a microscopic flaw was an unforgivable insult to his perfection. He forged his mask and pressed it to his face while the metal was still glowing red hot. He chose to become a monster in the eyes of the world rather than live as a man with a single imperfection. In Doomsday, this psychology is key. Doom doesn't see himself as a villain. He sees himself as a god who was wronged by a mediocre world. The mask doesn't hide a monster. It hides a man who believes he is too brilliant for your eyes to behold. And because he views himself as a god, he isn't content with just living in a society. He demands to own the soil he walks upon. Unlike Thanos, who was a galactic warlord, Doom is a legitimate head of state. He is the king of Latveria. This creates a political nightmare for the Avengers. You can't just attack Doom's castle without sparking a global conflict. He has diplomatic immunity and the undying loyalty of his people. In Avengers Doomsday, he won't be hiding in a cave. He'll be sitting on a throne. If the heroes strike first, they aren't saving the day. They are international war criminals invading a sovereign nation. Doom doesn't just want to destroy the world. He wants to rule it through the very legal systems the heroes are sworn to protect. He uses treaties as weapons just as effectively as his repulsors. Yet, for all his global influence, there is one person who can still make his blood boil with a single word. You cannot have a complete Victor Von Doom without the shadow of the Fantastic Four. His hatred for Reed Richards is the most enduring, bitter rivalry in comic history. It isn't just that they are enemies. It's that Victor cannot stand the fact that Reed might be slightly smarter than him. He doesn't just want to defeat Mr. Fantastic. He wants to break him and prove that Doom is the true master of science. With the Fantastic Four, First Steps cast confirmed for Doomsday. Expect this obsession to be the emotional core of the film. This isn't just about the fate of the world, it's about who gets to be the smartest man in the room when the world ends. Speaking of superior intellect, if you're going to step into a new era of the MCU, you can't do it looking like a mindless commoner. If you want to carry that Sovereign of Latveria energy, your gear needs to match. That's where T1337 comes in. They create high-end geek culture apparel with a cinematic aesthetic and premium fabrics. Whether you're Team Avengers or you've already knelt before the throne of Doom, do it with the wardrobe of a protagonist. Use the link in the description to join the elite. T1337, gear for the elite. Now, speaking of elite status, we need to talk about why Doom's vision for the future is actually more terrifying than any plan Thanos ever conceived. This is the fact that will challenge your morality. Doom genuinely believes he is the only hero humanity has left. In the comics, the Panther god of Wakanda looked into Doom's soul and saw thousands of possible futures. In every single one, humanity destroys itself, except for the one where Victor Von Doom is the absolute ruler. He isn't a villain who wants to kill everyone. He is a man who wants to save the multiverse by forcing it to obey. How do you fight a man who is technically right? To achieve this peace, however, he has built a personal army that turns the concept of security into a nightmare. When you fight Doom, you are almost never fighting the man himself. You are fighting the Doombots. These are high-tech mechanical doubles designed to think, act, and even believe they are the real Victor Von Doom. Their AI is so sophisticated that even the world's greatest telepaths and detectives are often fooled. In Doomsday, this means the Avengers will never know if they've actually secured a victory or if they've just dismantled a decoy. It's a psychological war where the final boss is always one step ahead. This level of preparation is exactly what allowed him to ascend during the literal death of existence. If you want to understand the endgame for Secret Wars, look at the mantle of God Emperor Doom. When the multiverse collapsed in the comics, the heroes failed to stop it. Doom did not. He stole the power of the Beyonders and fashioned the remaining fragments of reality into a single planet called Battleworld, ruling it as an absolute god. He was the one who kept the lights on when the suns went out. RDJ's Doom isn't just looking for power. He is looking for total, divine control over the fabric of existence. He reached that level of power by taking it from those who were born with it. Doom's greatest superpower is his ability to steal the powers of others. He has successfully drained the energy of beings like the Silver Surfer, Galactus, and the Beyonder. He looks at the most powerful entities in the universe as batteries waiting to be tapped. For the MCU, this means no hero is safe. Captain Marvel's energy, Wanda's chaos magic, Thor's divinity, to Doom, these are simply tools he hasn't claimed yet. He is the ultimate predator of the supernatural. But everything he does is governed by a very specific, unbreakable code. Despite his cruelty, Doom is a man of his word. He operates under a strict sense of honor. If he gives you his promise, he will keep it to the letter. But he will find every legalistic loophole to destroy you in the process. He views himself as being above the petty lies of common criminals. This makes him a terrifying diplomat. He won't stab you in the back. He'll tell you exactly how he's going to defeat you to your face. And then he'll do it while you're watching, just to prove he can. This iron will allow him to face the devil himself, Mephisto, and come out on top. Everything we've discussed, the magic, the technology, the diplomatic immunity, is leading to one inevitable destination, the total collapse of existence. In the comics, the road to Secret Wars is paved with incursions, events where two Earths collide, destroying both universes unless one is sacrificed. Imagine a shattered reality as the background of this film, with jagged fragments of different Earths floating hopelessly in the cosmic void, and Doom's cold, metallic mask reflecting that very destruction. Victor Von Doom doesn't see this apocalypse as a tragedy. He sees it as the ultimate opportunity to prove his superiority over every hero who ever lived. While the Avengers scramble to save everyone, they will fail. Doom, however, will not. He is the one who will pick up the broken pieces of the multiverse and stitch them back together into a reality of his own making. This final fact is the most chilling. In the end, Doom doesn't just want to be a king or a god. He wants to be the only thing left standing when the lights of the universe go out. 10 facts. One man, a multiverse held together by iron and ego. Robert Downey Jr. is taking on the mantle of the most complex figure in comic book history. The question isn't whether the Avengers are strong enough to stop him. The question is, if the world is truly ending and Doom is the only one who can save it, should we even try to stop him? Or should we just learn to kneel? I hope you have enjoyed this video and stay tuned for the next one. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more videos. See you next time. Cheers!